Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kagekaze's domain. I'm just stepping right into it from where I left off. Saving the Templar.
Now, back to my mission. Who are you? Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I come to vanquish the skeleton. Need more time.
Alright, so patch 16, Barbarian. Trying to get as much done before patch 17 hits and I lose all of my progress. Again, there's really no major changes other than the battle tag system being put in. So after this, once the patch hits, I'll be able to move on to the monk and just continue the release day countdown series. Good news for me. Suppose good news for everyone else.
Warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I know a Templar can be trusted. Together we fight.
Cargra the Reckoner. He was pretty large, wasn't he? Belt of Focus. What's Focus? Ah, Intelligence. So, Feel the Barbarian. You know, pretty meaty, honestly. I like him.
Black magic bars our way.
I normally don't do melee classes in these kind of games. At least I was bad at them, but Barbarian's really enough to make me want to change my mind with how strong he is. The monk just impressed me with how mobile he was as well. What's great is, you know, from you guys I've heard a lot of people saying kind of the same thing as I've been saying, is like, you know, I really don't know what I want to play, and I've been asked quite a few times, you know, what's good, and it's, you know, honestly, it just keeps changing with every class I play. Every class surprises me in some fashion or another. And every class has something that makes it good. Alright, Templar. I'm going to ignore you this time around since I already covered most of what I wanted to with you. Oh wow, look at that. A nice one-handed weapon for the monk. Almost 12 DPS. Shame I can't use it. So you can see there, even though I really didn't have anywhere to leap to, I was able to pretty much just use leap in the middle of combat. It does some damage, it gets me out of reach for a brief moment, and then it does some slowing to them. Honestly, it's not the most efficient ability, but the one thing it's good for, even though it doesn't do a lot of damage, is it generates quite a bit of fury. Where I only get I get 6 from bash, I get 15 from leap. So it's worth, you know, about 2.5, roughly. Math on the top of my head. Bashes, and by the time it lands, it should land unless you got an insane attack speed before you're able to do 2 bashes. Of course, if you got very quick weapons, then the opposite will probably be true. Get some insane attack speed, and you never know what you might be able to accomplish. I just like bash, to be honest. This is something about it. It's just a really massive, mighty blow, and it feels good. Cleave is good, you know, and there's a lot of areas here where you get groups, so Cleave is, you know, Cleave would be better in some of these situations that I'm running across, but again, there's something just about the mighty hit. And I've got Hammer of the Ancients for a good amount of group damage right now. I just avoided a fireball with Leap. How badass am I?
Health returns.
Goodbye. You can even go through doorways. Look at that. Pretty much if you can see it, you can leap to it. Pretty bad, isn't it? You know, it's a quirk of the game engine. And as unrealistic as it might be, you know what? I like it. Something about barbarians flying through walls. Okay. Hey, active skill category. And I have Rupture for Cleave, so we'll give that a shot. And I have Ancient Spear. I think they may have moved that around a tiny bit, because I got Ancient Spear once back at when I was doing Matriarch's Bones one time I played, but it could have just been because I had a lot of EXP gear. Because I don't think that that's changed location. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull that up. This is kind of nice. This is a Might ability, which generates 15 Fury every 10 seconds, so it's a lot like Leap. I can actually get rid of Leap with Ancient Spear for some things. Ancient Spear only hits one monster, though. You throw a spear to pull an enemy back to you, briefly slowing the target by 60% and dealing 185% weapon damage. So it's single target. You hit a monster, you pull them into you. Now, some monsters will be immune to this. Specifically, King Leoric is. So you might not be able to use it against bosses. However, it's 185% weapon damage hit and a Fury generator. If you're in a fight in a one-on-one with Ancient Spear, use it. Every time it comes up, really, because that's a lot of damage to put out.
Not enough fury.
15 Fury, a very quick hit, 185 weapon damage. Of course, there I missed the guy I wanted to hit.
I've been healed. I will forever live in anguish.
You know, some classes you really have to worry about your resource, your damage per resource cost, but it doesn't really feel that way with the Barbarian. A lot of his abilities, if you look at them, a lot of them have the same costs. Rend and Hammer of the Ancients has the exact same Fury cost, and these are generators, and Ancient Spear does quite a bit of damage. Oh right, I got a new Cleave rune. Alright, come here, go ahead. Get over here! Oh, hello. You blow up on him. Oh, I got in the middle of both of those explosions. Okay, I just heard this noise they make, and that is ridiculously silly. Okay. Jeez, 13.0. Dang. More maximum damage, lower minimum damage, higher attack speed. Oh, they're making it hard for me to pick now. Why must you wipe my character now? Oh well, it's okay. After I was done here, it's not like I'd be able to use them on past the Skeleton King anyway, right? So this is giving me its experience, so I really don't want to drop that just yet. I will just probably replace the spear for now. Let me bring that up, 21.28. Go away. There we go. Not bad. So now I've basically moved my build into a very high, I'm not going to say mobility because I'm not quite that mobile. Leap is good, but Ancient Spear is not really a mobility ability for me. But they are abilities that control combat. So here, you know, I can choose to leap towards an enemy and start combat with them, or leap away if need be. And then, of course, use the spear to pull anything in that I might need. Cooldown is short on these abilities, so there's really not much need to hold back on them. 15 seconds is one of those timers that really... it comes back so quick. It's like using Diamond Skin on the Wizard. I didn't use it a lot at first, and then I realized just how useful it is to have up every so often. You know, 15 seconds, you really don't have to worry about it being down when you need it. I mean, maybe in a boss fight. I mean, I did run into that on Leoric once or twice. And of course your shield blocks it. What a jerk face. Oh, come back here. Of course, I don't have to stick to these norms. I could, again, I could get ground stomp now instead of leap, which means I could, say for strategy, pull a tough monster into me, then stomp him to stun him for a little bit, and then hit him for a while. That's always a possibility. I could, with 4 skill slots, I could now put 2 Fury generators up. I could have Bash and Cleave on my bars, and then put some spenders, or, you know, maybe put one of these as a spender, one of these as a defensive ability. So instead of maybe using Ancient Spear here, and I still remember I have to put the Cleave rune on. I'm sorry about that. I could go over here and say, what do I have for spender? I could pick either Hammer the Ancients or Rend, put that in 1, maybe go to 2 and put Leap or Ground Stomp in there. So that gives me still a spender to use. I could go with an all generator build if I wanted to. I mean, I really have no reason to do that right now, but I could if I really wanted to. So let's go over Cleave and Rupture. This is enemies slain with Cleave explode, causing 85% weapon damage to all other enemies within 8 yards. This is honestly a very nice ability. It's massive AoE. You do the 120 naturally, and then an enemy dies, they explode, there's another 85% weapon damage. So 200% weapon damage to anything nearby if it gets hit with Cleave and the Rupture. You know, 8 yards isn't very large though, so it's mostly useful for the groups of small enemies that die quickly, or, you know, even if they don't die very quickly, the small enemies that like to swarm you is really the big key there, because a whole bunch of them will be in a condensed space, and then you can cleave them, do a bunch of damage yourself, and then the Rupture will continue the damage spread. You see there's little explosions. They're not as easy to see probably, but they are there. Come on, guys. Let's try and get you guys to explode on each other. Or I'll just kill you in one swing. That works too. Boom. Rupture is going to be good here in the Four Pillars event. Hold up. Oh, it's a regular harvester. Less armor, less strength, more experience. There's a lot of different setups you could honestly make, and I can't really think of what I would want to just kind of do uniquely here. Each ability is honestly really nice. I like Leap for getting around. Ancient Spear is probably an ability I could remove. I really like it. I think it's really cool. The ability to snatch someone and pull them into you. But the truth is, I don't often think of it. Let's see what kind of damage we can do with this Rupture. Just gonna stand here and kill a few people. Notice I was not hitting that pillar at all with my swings. The damage it took was purely from ruptured minions. Now, I've got some archers hitting me, so I'm going to do my strategy from before, and that's kind of hide off here in a corner and let the enemies come to me. And I'm just going to go ahead and use Rupture to damage the pillar. This is a little bit too far away. That's okay. I'll finish it off now. Can't hit it. Oh, there we go. That may be a strategy you want to consider, though, in a higher difficulty, depending upon how tough these skeletons are. Of course, keep in mind you could always skip this event just by running past to the door. Of course, Barbarians have it real easy because I could just go through that door by breaking it and then jumping across this pit, which other classes have to go around. So I could just run past, do a leap, and just keep going. Alright, I know I'm not going to hit 10 here, so let's just go ahead and... I'm not going to worry about these skeletons. There's not enough of them. Let's just go into Leoric's chamber and take him out. It's a really cool ability. I think I will like it. I might use it more often once it gets runes. It's just I tend to forget it.
You will never defeat
Again, if you remember it, massive single target damage on it. With a decent amount of fury generation. Now, Cleave is probably not the best ability here, and for fighting a boss because it's a short range ability. Oh wow, I got a warrior belt. See, I think this can only drop from the monsters here. Class unique items still really feel like they don't drop except for these higher monster levels. So I had a Shadow Tactics thing here where I talked about how to fight Leoric, and every character I fought him with was ranged because at the time that's all the characters I had because of previous wipes. Didn't have melee characters. So I'm kind of hoping here to do this with the melee and feel him out. He always starts with that flurry of blows there. So I'll let him do it, move in. I'm going to take some hits, but that's okay. I can move away when I think he's about to do another one. Now I don't want him to teleport and hit me, so I'm going to get fairly close. Close enough to make it so he won't teleport, but not close enough that he can hit me. And what I'm kind of doing here, because of my build, is I'm hoping to maybe get some ruptures on him. Oops, he's doing... There's the wind-up and the pitch. No teleporting. Alright, let's get these guys out of the way. Oh! Saw that coming. Okay, he's going to teleport away. Yeah, Cleave is maybe not the best here. Let's go ahead and go toe-to-toe with him. You'll really feel the ruptures on this now, because they'll be right on top of him and me. Uh-oh. Only got hit once, that's not bad. Oh, wrong button. I could have leaped out of the way of that. So, I really don't want to play keep away with him too much. I've got plenty of armor. There's health globes up. But I really don't want to get hit by that, though. As you can see, that did like 100 damage to me when it hit me once. So going toe-to-toe isn't bad. I've got some strength. It means I've got some armor. And because I'm using a Cleave-based build here, it really helps because I'm doing additional damage to him with the ruptures on the Cleave. So now I'm hurting. Let's use a potion. Take him out. And obviously the big issue here is... Nice, teleport at the last second. I don't really have a strong single target ability other than Ancient Spear. That is my strongest hitting ability right now. Even stronger than Hammer of the Ancients. I probably should have maybe unruned that for this fight to do more damage. So, let's take a look here. Gosh, it looks like I found some decent items. Another light hand crossbow. Now I'm disappointed. I am seriously hurt now because my Demon Hunter has one of these already. Let's look at this. 2 to 3 arcane, increases attack speed, +1 to discipline, monsters grant experience. Oh, and a 16.6. I could be dual wielding rare crossbows. In fact, I might just do it for the heck of it before beta shuts down, because that's massive. That's a nice find. Well, and here we go, a mighty weapon, which is a weapon that only the Barbarian can use. Once again, push back to higher difficulty or higher monster levels. It's 14.3, 2 to 3 fire, gives you 8 life after each kill, +3 to your maximum fury, and 1.2% damage converted to life. So that's actually pretty good. It gives you a little life back from damage, gives you a little life back from kills. The +3 Fury I could live without, but it's also got additional damage on it. And it is the best weapon that I have right now. So that's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and I'll put that on the main hand. Very neat. Mighty weapons are usually a little stronger than most one-handed weapons, but don't suffer that much from attack speeds, actually. So that's pretty good. Now, if I wanted to do some serious DPS here, what have I got? That's my 12.6. Hey, look, I got a short staff, too. A magic staff. I can't use that, so I'm guessing that is just for casters, to be honest, which is kind of cool to see that. Casters with staffs. Great idea. Shame staves in my World of Warcraft haven't been as good for me. Main hand, offhand, it's always been better. So that's not bad. Poison damage and attack speed increase. Looking good. I'm, again, kind of disappointed. It almost makes me wish it was retail, because then I could have my two-handed crossbows and it'd be kicking some arse. But if I wanted to do some serious DPS, I could take this and what do I do? 21 to 22. 22 DPS. Not bad. Alright, well, this is up to level 9. I've taken out the Skeleton King. I'm not that close to level 10, but I'll do what I can for the next few levels. See if I can't get you guys a level 13 video or something like that. Just because I haven't done one in a while. That might be fun. Unfortunately, it looks like I won't be able to do one for the Demon Hunter with this wipe. I was kind of hoping to go back to that, but definitely falling behind has hurt. Also, I didn't announce this in the last video. There has been an official end date to the beta. It will be ending on the 1st, so we have exactly 2 weeks. Which means I am playing Keep Up for sure. I have to do the Monk, and then there's 2 classes after that, so I can't just do 1 class a week, obviously. So, alright. Barbarian's feeling good with these levels. Even with this, I'm glad they added that 30% damage reduction to melee classes, because without that I might have gotten really wrecked by Leoric there. As it was, I got fairly low just standing next to him. Obviously I did not choose the best build for fighting a boss. I'm using, honestly, a very AoE type build with Cleave and Rupture, Hammer the Ancients, and Rolling Thunder. Honestly, to make it more well-rounded, I could have gone to maybe Hammer the Ancients without Rolling Thunder. I could have even gone to Rend, honestly. It is an AoE around you, but it's a hard-hitting ability at 210. And it does damage over time, so I could have been Rending Leoric, hitting him with my primary abilities. Or I could have kept Rolling Thunder and gone back to Bash, honestly. Bash with Clobber, the stun against Leoric, would have probably been the best. Because a 35% chance to stun him on attacks, very good, because he will get stunned by that. He's not immune to that. So it's looking good. Barbarian's looking really good. I like some of the control abilities. I love the damage dealing abilities. I'm going to tell you, I already know that Seismic Slam is my favorite ability because it's a massive AoE cone. Really nice. So what I'll do is let's end it here. I'll see what I can do tonight as far as levels go, and other than that, though, at least we got up to the Skeleton King. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the Barbarian, even though I had to rush through him again. Was really looking forward to doing this with the larger monster packs, and the Barbarian has not disappointed. That Cleave with Rupture felt really good this time. Last time it was okay, thought it was neat, but now so many more monsters coming at me, even better. Okay, please leave your comments, questions, suggestions, or whatever in the comments section below, or email them to theshadowpost@gmail.com. And please thumb up the video if you like it. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.